Well, hello, loves. How are you today? Happy New Year. It is January 1st, 2025, if you can believe that one. I can't. Welcome to Sophisticated Country, where we talk about all things makeup for mature skin and the lovely things that come with getting older. My name's Clara. Welcome to the channel. And today's video is going to be about just some cool toned eyeshadows. I have my purple nail polish on. I have cool tones on as far as my clothing goes. So I thought I am going to try my Stone Cold Fox palette today, and we're going to go with something over in this general area. And like I said, it's gonna be really simple today. I wanted to try a full face of makeup, my normal, like one of the go-tos that I have, my Il Makiage. And I want to do a full face of makeup, and then I want to set it with setting powder. I want to be able to do my makeup, set it so that it stays without accentuating all of the fine lines and wrinkles that I have. And a lot of times when I'm trying to apply setting powder, I have an issue with it settling and looking not as smooth and pretty as what I would like it to. So if you are interested in that, stick around. We're going to talk about it. For the usual, I have already applied my hyaluronic acid serum. I have already applied my moisturizer, and I have already applied my eye serum. So we're just going to get started. And today I am going to use my Il Makiage. I haven't used that in a little while. So it is in the shade 120 Woke Up Like This. I do like Il Makiage. I know sometimes they get a bad rap, but I actually really like Il Makiage. And I'm also going to use my Il Makiage concealer in the shade 08. And the name's probably going to offend a few people. So it's Fuck I'm Flawless. Yeah, that's the shade name. So anyway, without further ado, let's get started. So as usual, we're just going to go in with our concealer. I'm going to do under the eyes, along here to brighten a bit, just to cover my lids because I have some darkness going on here. I'm going to put it right in my forehead, just the usual places. Got a couple spots that I'd like to vanquish today. One pump of my foundation. And I just tap my brush into it if I need it. And away we go. This is just my way of applying my makeup. I find that I get the best results for me this way. It kind of just blends everything together seamlessly, and I don't have too much of an issue. I probably shouldn't have worn my hoops. So let's take those off for just a minute. But yeah, I find that this application or this way, it just kind of blends my concealer and my foundation together in a way that I really like. So if that's something that you want to do, you know, you apply your concealer and your foundation any way that you like. This is just my preferred way of doing it. I seem to use a little bit less product this way, and it kind of just really blends everything together the way that I like it to be blended. So do you guys have any New Year's resolutions? I know that that's probably a loaded question. I actually have New Year's resolutions every year. Do I keep them? Sometimes. If you have them, let me know in the comments what they are. I want to really focus on being a better person. Like, just really being a better person. Know that there is room for improvement, and a few things that I can change that would probably make my life better, and some people around me, I'm sure it would make their life better too. So that's what I'm going to focus on. Just making myself a better person, being more mindful of the things that I'm saying to people, the way that I'm saying things to people. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I have a tendency to, say something. I say one thing, but my face reads completely different. And I'm finding that my face speaks louder than my voice. So we're really going to work on that. We're really going to work on that. I'm going to do something a little bit different with brows today. I am going to actually line them and see if I can find a mirror. I'm going to line them. So I found my mirror and I'm just going to try lining them before I put on my powder. See if I can get a little bit of a better shape. Do you guys have problems with your eyebrows? I don't pluck them anymore. I haven't plucked them for quite a while, except for just the little scragglers here and there. But I have Hashimoto's, and my eyebrows don't grow anymore. It's ridiculous. So we just try and make the best of the situation and draw them in. This is one of the reasons why I really think that I would like to have them tattooed. To tattoo or not to tattoo? That is the question. I really do need to go and talk to someone and get a consultation about just having them done. All the ins and outs, the pros and cons, all the good stuff. I think that's pretty good, yeah? So maybe lining them beforehand isn't such a bad idea. And as you know, on this channel, we believe that brows do not need to be twins or sisters. They just need to be relatives. Thank you, Jesus, for that, because relatives is good enough for me. And you know what? One always seems to be a little bit chunkier relative than the other. Oh well, such is life, right? So, brows are done. Next, of course, we are going to, and today, I don't know if, I can't remember if I told you already or not, but today is going to be a mishmash of all kinds of makeup. This is my Wet n Wild contour and highlighter stick. I'll say it's dual-ended contour stick. Just going to go in, of course, give myself some lift. And it's pretty amazing where you put your contour as to what you can completely change the structure of your face just by where you place your contour, which is absolutely amazing to me. I love the fact that we can do that. I'm just going to use my angle brush to blend it in. And you want to blend, when you're blending it in, you want to blend up. And you don't, for me personally, I don't come past the corner of my eye. I want to keep everything above there. That's going to give you the nice lift that you're looking for. Just make sure you blend it well. I always say, especially through this area, you want to make sure that you are blending really well, because you do not want to look like you have a 5 o'clock shadow. That is not where I want to go with my look. If anything, at this point, I'm trying to get rid of my 5 o'clock shadow. I don't want to add to it. And I find some days, my friend Gel 1 and Gel 2, sometimes they seem like they are more predominant depending on the day. I don't know if it's just me, maybe fluid, sleep, that kind of thing. Sometimes they don't look like they're hanging around, and then other times they just show up and they are the life of the party. You know what I mean? So I try as best I can to hide them. Sometimes they just don't want to be hidden. So today's blush is going to be my Wet and Wild. It is in the color Say It Ain't Rose. Really like this. And again, we're going to blend it just like we did our contour. I like a nice flush cheek. I do not like too much blush. Just my personal opinion. I do not like really pigmented blush looks. I just like it to be just kind of a natural, nice, just a little rose, a little rosy. I don't like anything too crazy. And I know that I see a lot of people doing a look where it's almost like a band here. And I don't know about you guys, but I just don't like that look. I don't know what it is. It's very clown-like to me, and I just don't like it. So we go for, you know, just a little bit, just a little bit. Oh, these little baby hairs, they're bugging me. I know we have talked about things before about, knowing that skin at this age is not going to be without texture. I know this, but I do have a tendency I want to set my makeup and I want it to last. And I find sometimes it's difficult to use a setting powder because I look very powdery. So it accentuates a lot. And I find that it just kind of settles in everywhere after a certain amount of time. And I do not like that look. So today, I'm really going to try hard I'm going to use the Laura Geller setting powder to see if maybe that formula works a little bit better for me. So stick around because we're gonna try and work that out. I'm gonna take one of the light colors that I have in the ColourPop palette. The color, let's see, Trip. I believe that's gonna be one that will flow very well. I'm gonna set my lid with that. Just using the side of my brush, and I'm just gonna pat that on everywhere. Just to kind of seal that area. And it doesn't change much, the color. Just a nice, just so you can start off with a nice clean palette. Like I told you guys before, I have Hashimoto's thyroiditis. So when I was diagnosed with that, it's an autoimmune disease where your body decides that it wants to attack your thyroid and kill it for no apparent reason. And I'm the lucky winner of that. And since then, I am no longer able to eat like bread or um, it's not only gluten-free thing, or it's not only gluten that affects me. There are lots of other things that affect me that I cannot eat. So I have gone to a more carnivore lifestyle. I'll say like keto carnivore, but I do more carnivore than I do keto because I find that carnivore, I feel so much better. And I find that my skin does so much better when I am full carnivore. So if that's something that you guys are more interested in, let me know and I can do a video on that and we can talk about it. It's just a lifestyle that I have adapted because it is the one lifestyle that actually makes me feel the best and does the best for my body. So my New Year's resolution, one of them would be to really stick to my basic carnivore lifestyle, which I do anyway, because I really feel totally shitty when I don't eat carnivore. True story. So next we're going to, oh my goodness, yes. Let's see what other. I am going to go with Ghost Town. As you can see, it kind of matches that color scheme that I'm going for. And I'm just going to take that. It's again Ghost Town, and I'm just gonna pack it into my brow bone area. Again, nothing crazy town. I'm just giving myself a little bit of color and um, kind of opening up my, I have some hooding that I'm trying to disguise. Not too bad yet, but I can definitely tell when I have not been eating well because the hooding and the swelling in my eyes and face get pretty noticeable. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to do for that. And the next one we are going to do is going to be just a touch of this one in the corner. It's called Obsidian. And I'm just literally touching the side of my brush. And I'm just going to go in at the very, very corner here and into my crease just a tiny bit. I'm also trying not to come past this corner of my eye here. I like the idea of keeping it kind of to this side because that actually also gives me a lift. When you come here, your eyes have a natural tendency to droop down. So when you follow that all the way out, and I know for me, I can see where my eyes seem to get heavy when I come past that area. So we're really trying to focus on staying on the other side of that, just to give us a lifted appearance. And you know I am all about lifted appearances. I really like to be lifted. Next one I'm going to do is going to be Drama Mama, which is a very dark burgundy-ish color. And I'm going to take my smudger brush or my pencil. I call it a pencil brush. I'm not sure if it's a pencil brush, but that's what I call it. So my pencil brush. And I am just going to go into the corner of my eye here and just give it some dimension and give it kind of a liner look without a liner. If that makes sense. And I think what I'll do is I will use my mirror because I can't see that far. So we're just going to take this nice dark color into the corner here. Right at the lash line. I'm going to bring it over till about where the iris of my eye is. And just in the very corner, 2 connect the dots. I don't know about you guys, but there's always, this eye is always smaller than this one, always. So I try as best I can to get the look the same, but they're even different shapes, if that makes sense. So trying to get them to look the same is very difficult for me. I am going to line my eyes with my Mega Liner in brown because it's my favorite. I try not to make it very heavy, but all these years, I just really love a dramatic eye. I just always have. And my Colossal Lash in black. And yes, I have some hot flash going on at the moment, so if you see me glistening, don't be alarmed. Also, guys, if you have made it this far in the video, you know the drill. please hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell so that we can hang out and talk about mature makeup and all those things that happen when you get older. That would be fabulous, and it would help me out immensely. I do appreciate it, guys. I think maybe my next video might be on Dollar Tree makeup and what it looks like on mature skin. Like a full face of Dollar Tree makeup. Because you know, guys, that I am all about saving money, and I need to further my makeup addiction without going broke. So I think that that's what I'm going to do. I think I might take a trip to Dollar Tree and see about what kind of makeup I can get from there. So let me know in the comments. Is that something that you'd be interested in? Also, guys, if you want to hear more about Hashimoto's thyroiditis, let me know in the comments, because I can tell you all about that. That pretty much has changed my life almost as much as menopause. Well, actually, it's changed my life more than menopause. So if that's something that you guys might be interested in, let me know. You know what else is the kicker with Hashimoto's and menopause? Both of those make it virtually impossible to lose any kind of weight. Like any kind of weight. So I am trying to wait patiently for these two, at least for menopause to be over, because I know Hashimoto's will never be over. But Hashimoto's was more manageable when I wasn't dealing with menopause. So yeah, now I have the double whammy. Just but we'll make it. We are going to work it out. Guys, I really like this look. I like it a lot. All right, so moment of truth. We are going to try and apply our setting powder and see what it's going to look like. I have an e.l.f. translucent powder, and sometimes when I use that e.l.f. powder, it is very, even though it's translucent, it's very white. So when I put it on, it does change the look of my makeup. So this Laura Geller setting powder is, it's not as white, but it's definitely, I guess you would say pigmented. So we're gonna tread lightly. I'm gonna go in with my little e.l.f. powder puff, and I don't want too much, so I'm gonna pat it off on my hand a little bit before I go in. And all right, let's get to it. And again, I am not going into this with delusion, because I know that I have textured skin, and I know really that any powder that I put on is going to accentuate to a certain degree. So I guess I'm looking for one that just doesn't accentuate as much as others, if that makes sense. I'm going in with just some bronzer to finish off, and this is the Laura Geller bronzer, powder bronzer. And then I'm going to use a setting spray to see if I can kind of melt it all together and make it so that it's not so powdery looking. And I'm going to use my 24-hour natural finish from Wet n Wild. And as always, I will have everything listed in the description box below. And then I'm going to show you guys what it's like up close and personal after it dries. And yes, I use a good amount of this bad dog. Lips today. For some reason, I don't know why, but I keep like forgetting to do my lips. What is happening? So you know what I'm going to blame it on menopause. Why not, right? I blame everything else on menopause. I'm just going to blame this on menopause too. So there's that. I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Lip Duo. And I've already like powdered, obviously, around my lips. And that's going to lock in your lipstick, your lip liner, your lip gloss. When you powder around your lips, it kind of makes a seal so that your lip color and things, they don't escape. But you know they try all the time. I'm actually going to use my trusty mirror. And one of the reasons why I love this product so much is it's so smooth and creamy and easy to apply. There's no drag on it whatsoever. And as usual, you know that our lips like to droop down. We're not going for that. You know, we want to be lifted. We want to be lifted. So you're going to go to the inside of your corner, not the outside, the inside. And you're going to come up. And I always like to line just above my lip line, my natural lip line, because I like a little bit fuller looking lip. You don't have to do that. It is up to you. But I am all about go big or go home. Same for bottom. You want to go inside, not outside, but inside. Down and just, I go just below my lip line just to plump my lips up a bit. So does that make sense? So I have cut short the corners of my mouth to give my mouth that lifted look and a little more plump. And like I said, I love this lip liner. Just feather it in a bit. Be honest with you, you could 100% use this by itself. But I personally really like the duo, and I like this nude lipstick. And I think it just looks really great together. There you have it. Final look, powder and all. And I'm going to check it out. Yeah, I can see texture. Obviously, I have textured skin. Is it so textured that I won't wear it? No. I like the look. And like I said, you know, I have fine lines. I have, you know, forehead lines. I have crow's feet. I have lines around my mouth. And yes, you can see them, but you can also see them without makeup. So I'm just learning to be okay with that. So I earned it. I earned all of them. For real. I earned every line that I have on my face. I'm sure that we all have. But anyway, guys, here's the finished look. I will have everything linked in the okay, I will have everything in the description box that I used. And I am okay with texture. I'm okay with it. It's going to be there regardless of whether I use powder or not. And I have just gotten to a point now where I am okay with texture. It's just a part of life. Still love the makeup look. Think that it looks great. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you a powder wearer or are you a non-powder wearer? So like I said, guys, I'm gonna tell you I'm a 50-50 person. Some days I feel like I do not want to wear powder, and some days I want to lock it in. And you have to wear powder, and it's just part of the process. So conclusion: yes, powder accentuates fine lines, no matter what powder it is, and I'm okay with it. Side note: we're gonna have to try these next time. Again, I completely spaced these out, so I didn't even attempt to try and wear them. So, you guys have menopause brain? Because I certainly do. And this is part of that, this is part of it. Like, I can't remember shit. So, anyway, that's why we didn't do lashes today, just FYI. I know that there are a lot of choices out there. If you would, leave me a comment and let me know if you guys have found one that is less powdery, if you will, and it accentuates lines less. That would be amazing, and I can try that out. But otherwise, guys, I'm cool with it. I'm 54, and I am perfectly comfortable in my skin, and I'm okay with it. So until next time, guys, have a fabulous day, and thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being here with me, and have a great day, guys. Have a great new year. We're gonna make it great. All right, guys. Bye.